Here. Okay, I'm going to take it for blindfold. I'm going to give you the rules, okay? You're going to be here until I let you out. No lying down, no sleeping. You can only sit on the chairs or stand in front of the chairs. If there's an emergency, if you need me, call my name, let me know. I'll be behind the door monitoring. That's it.
So when you sit here,
Yeah.
I want the chair with cushions.
Okay, we'll change it. That's it. Thank you.
I have no fucking clue why I agreed to this because you told me nothing and that was like the dumbest decision I've ever made. I feel like my brain cells are just dying.
Yeah, we can meditate.
Oh shit, yeah, I haven't meditated yet today. Do you think we can sit on the floor?
I don't know because it's a standing.
Okay.
It's just wait. I will just.
The first thing I thought it was like, oh, this is going to be really boring for the one that is watching, because I could just stay like, I'm a very calm person.
Fuck!
Shit! Come on.
Okay, these lights are probably on a timer of like 15 minutes, so we have 15 minutes to meditate.
Okay. Nice.
So I immediately thought like, okay, maybe I have to do something with Jonas or interact, because this is like the experiment about. So.
Maybe we can do some yoga now.
Yoga, yeah. Yeah, like chair yoga, Why not? Some salutation.
You locked us in that room, and then you were like, you can't walk anywhere or move out of your chair or stay in the dark or sleep. And I was like, I swear to God, if I'm stuck in here for 3 hours, I'm gonna shoot myself.
With what?
One of these poles. Just bang it against my head until I pass out.
If you can actually like get it out.
There's small ones over there.
You cannot move.
We could make music with them.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to collaborate because I knew that it was like the project, like I was always like this feeling of, yeah, it's a project, so I'm not supposed to just ruin your project. Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh. Ah! Do it, I dare you. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won again!
I can be practicing.
Kung Fu fighting. What the fuck? Popcorn.
Ah, nice one.
Wow. I don't know, it was kind of fun. Because I was just fucking with you the whole time. You were not having it. I don't know why. I don't remember. You told us that we couldn't talk anymore, and I was like, it wasn't nice, but like it was so short. I feel like if you were in there for like a whole day, it would probably make you go insane though. I mean, depending on the situation, because I knew who was outside the door. And yeah.
So when I thought about doing this experiment, like I came with my experience of being in military prison in my country, and I tried to simulate some of the experiences that I had there. So I was in military prison for about 2 months because I refused to enlist to the Israeli army. Military prison is different from regular prison. My experience was that in numerous times I was in states that were either like how Jonas and Grecia were both in a room and the only option was to interact with each other. Sometimes there was not even the option to interact and just like be in the same room together. It's a very difficult experience, and it was very hard to explain to people what it feels like to be in those kind of situations. So I wanted to simulate how it was kind of, and like give the idea of how it looks like. Obviously their situation is very different, so they were not afraid to challenge the authority, which is me, which is like, what's the worst thing I can do? Not a lot. But it was interesting for me to see how they reacted to it in those conditions, and to see how an experience can be very different according to small things like who is behind the door, and if you know the person, or who are you with, and in what context you are.